Well, I'm talking about the secret societies now, which is very strange to talk about this subject in connection with nature and animals, but it has to do, everything has to do with everything. So the question is whether secret societies govern the world. I don't think so, but there are people who do. And why do they think so? It is because I think that the whole structure of human society follows the structure of a pyramid. And these pyramids go back to ancient Egypt as the ideas of the secret societies like Freemasonry, for instance, really goes back to those times. But those are very noble ideas. Those are not the evil ideas they are identified with. So if those who govern the world are really in connection with some of these secret societies, I don't think that it is correct to identify them with evil because of that. Maybe some of them are really members of secret societies because they think the same, and I agree with them. I absolutely agree with them that there is a pyramid kind of structure of human affairs. Humans are pack animals. And these pack animals always want to follow a leader. There is always a pack leader in every pack animal herd, let's say. And these pack animal herds that follow their leaders, these herds, like herds of a sheep, are similar to that. They always follow the leader, and humans do the same. The problem is, and this has to do with the protection of nature and so-called animals, humans are also animals. So when I talk about animals, I talk about all kinds of animals, humans included. But most humans don't want to see it that way. And those religions that are organized religions, organized churches, made people think that they are something very special, which they are not. They are just like any other animal, most of them. And at the top of the pyramid, maybe, it is very possible that some of those who govern the world really join secret societies thinking that they belong to the peak. They are those who are at the top of the pyramid, and everyone else is under them. I perfectly agree with this structure. There is nothing evil and nothing wrong with this structure. Humans are not equal. The thought of all humans being equal is the most evil thought that started somewhere around the French Revolution in the 18th century. It had to do with the Enlightenment, and that was the time when the secret societies became also very important. How can it be? Because it is very true that no human beings should govern others or control others only because they have a birthright. Nobody is superior to the other one only because of having been born in a certain family. But at the time of the outcome, and that was the good thing in the United States, that it was based on the idea of giving the same opportunities to everyone, but not thinking that the same outcome has to be the result, because we are not equal. It is true that we are not equal. There are great differences between one human being and the other. The only problem is that nobody should have birthrights. And maybe, I don't know, we haven't got real information about that, so we can't check. But it's possible that some of those who govern the world think that they are superior only because they are rich. This is as bad as thinking that somebody is superior because he or she was born in a certain family. No, not birthrights and not wealth, but as far as spiritual, intellectual awareness, consciousness is concerned, yes, there are great differences between one human being and the other. And those who are at the bottom of the pyramid will never come up. There are some people who can be enlightened and who can have an awakening, and there are others who will never have an awakening. So now the whole internet is full of videos of people who have a higher level of spirituality and awareness, and they think that they can make great masses of people to have that awakening. I'm afraid that there are some at the bottom of the pyramid who will never have it. So these people can really be controlled, and they deserve to be controlled, and they want to be slaves, so why not? My problem is that those who govern the world should realize that neither belonging to an organization, even if it is a secret society, nor having been born in a privileged or wealthy family makes someone special. Only intellectual and spiritual capabilities make someone special. And those of us who have this, we should have the freedom of expression, we should have the freedom of research. Our freedoms shouldn't be taken away because of those who are at the bottom of the pyramid and who are really born slaves, and they want to be slaves, and their rights don't really matter because they don't even want to have rights of freedom of speech and